Let's bring in Ohio's next governor, Vivek Ramaswamy. So this no kings thing, how's Ohio going to handle that?
Look, I think it's all a deflection, Jesse. The people that in Ohio, what they actually care about is how do you improve educational excellence in our schools? How do you improve the economy, continue to grow jobs, deliver economic growth? These are areas in which Democrats have absolutely no vision. So when you lack vision, what do? You pound the table on everything else that doesn't matter as a distraction and a deflection. The good news is, Jesse, people here aren't falling for it. People across the country aren't falling for it. You said it well. No King's Day. We already did that on July 4th of 1776. We commemorate that every year, and that's what makes this country great. It's a place where you get to speak your mind in the open, and if folks want to do that peacefully this weekend, have at it. Keep it peaceful. But this is the country where you get to do that without government censorship and also without fear of somebody putting a bullet in your neck. And I think this culture of political violence that's quietly promoted by some on that far left needs to end and say this is the country where we can peacefully disagree, still get together at the dinner table at the end of it, and at our best, deliver economic and educational excellence, the very things that the Democrat Party has absolutely no vision and no desire to talk about.
Well, how's the Democrat Party going to get it together when Kamala's out there saying we got to break stuff and bleed?
Look, she's just following the same trend and the mistake that the Democrats have made for the last half decade, which is that they can't actually disown someone further left than them, which leaves them beholden to this far left woke progressive wing that frankly represents a tiny sliver of the country and even probably a minority of the Democrat Party. And yet anybody who's in leadership cannot actually distance themselves from that wing. So that's their dilemma. I sympathize with them if that's where they're at. Doesn't matter. We're going to lead with our own vision of common sense, bring down crime in the cities, go enjoy a walk in the inner city or your downtown and have dinner without fear looking over your shoulder for getting assaulted, improve educational achievement in our schools, and actually revive that idea of the American dream that we're proud of. That's what the Republican Party stands for. That's where we're headed. And Jesse, the other side's mess, it's not our problem to solve it.
Well, it is our problem because they make it our problem. I wrote a book about that. It's called Get It Together, where books are sold, still available. Because these people are trying to shoot us, and they're not letting ICE do the job they're supposed to do. It's just enforcing the law. And they shut down the government, and now people aren't getting paid. So their problems are our problems. So we got to help them fix it a little bit without, hanging ourselves in the process. How would you do it?
I think the way we do it is we win with ballots, not bullets on our side. Deliver an even bigger landslide next time around. You know what? We control all three branches of government. Let's deliver on the mandate we've been given. Next year in 2026 in the midterms, let's not only hold our majorities, let's expand those majorities. Now, the fact of the matter is most Americans right now are on the side of the common sense that the Republican Party embodies. We've just got to stand for it, Jesse, and not fall into the temptation of holding ourselves to their standards. We'll hold ourselves to our own standards. And you know what? There's a lot of Republicans across the country, I see them all the time, who don't yet know that they're Republicans. I meet them in Ohio all the time as well. People who don't realize they're already part of our movement. And part of what we're doing gradually is expanding our tent, expanding our coalition, growing this in a way that this Democratic Party is increasingly going to render itself into political extinction because of the direction they're headed. So that's the way we do it. Lasting, bigger majorities, and I think 2026 is going to continue on that.
Yeah, and I think you're right about that. Charlie Kirk did, in a sad way, create this spiritual awakening in this country where people really are starting to open their eyes and their hearts, and that's a really good thing. Vivek, good luck. Have a great weekend. Stay safe in Ohio. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.